Hey guys, welcome back to Perspective.
Welcome back. My name is Judy Njogu, and I'm glad you're here.
And my name is Kate Kendi. I feel like now we should be saying, I'm Judy Jogu, the mother. I'm Kate Kendi, the daughter. Because it seems people are confused. People are confused. Well, guys, the previous video we posted about being child free has gotten so much attention. It's crazy, especially on TikTok. It's like World War III there. Already the video has like 400 comments there on TikTok.
That's amazing, actually. The interaction is amazing.
It's amazing, but also a bit scary because I was not aware that a woman speaking about being child free would be so intense and trigger so many responses. But at least on TikTok, I realized most of the responses were from educated people who understand, who are like, just because you decided to be child free, that's okay for you. I have decided to be a mother, that's okay. But there's also a lot of bitter people, also a lot of angry people, a lot of angry men. I don't understand why men are in women's businesses as well. So we can just read some of the comments. I think actually we should start with YouTube. I think there were very lovely comments that were left on that video. So we can check on that.
So I'm going to read one of the comments on YouTube from Winnie Jerry 1392. I think conversations such as this are so important. The fact is that people are so triggered because it's about control, about body autonomy. I think people who get triggered by a person saying they do not want children are so mad because they did not have the courage to make such an unusual decision. They are wondering, how dare you have a choice and take it? I don't think you'll find wonderful mothers who are happy to be so. Leaving ugly comments there. I don't think so. I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know how exactly it works. But I wonder, as a happy mother, what are you doing watching content on being child free and then engaging? Why?
Exactly. I really love that comment. I'm like, if you are really a mother who loves motherhood, who enjoys motherhood, loves their children, why are you engaging so negatively with people deciding to be child free? It doesn't really make sense.
Some people need to understand, some people did not understand the whole comment, and they need to understand that I am a mother of two, but I am okay with, if Kate says she does not want a child, I will support that because it's her opinion, it's her life, it's her children. She's the one to make the decision. It's a personal decision. And if you look at our conversation, it's mother-daughter conversation and our perspective. So what I feel is what I feel. It doesn't necessarily mean that that is what I'm doing. It could mean that I'm okay with what the other person thinks or the way they've decided to live their lives. That's on them, it's not on me. So it's important for people to first understand where this comment is coming from and what I mean actually. But we're happy for the interaction anyway.
Yeah, some of the comments on TikTok, it was going from very good to very dramatic. One of the comments is saying, is it marketing for depopulation or what? I have seen almost 20 posts with the same script, others even advertising ovary removal. Strange. I've never seen an ovary removal video, first of all. Let me just say that. But then my question is, which country wants to market for depopulation? When I was doing some research on being child free, I realized that in Asia, they're really facing depopulation. Like I found out that Japan, 30% of their population is above 65. Like it's crazy. It's not an African thing. It's not, no one is campaigning for it. It's something that's actually really happening in other countries, more than here in Kenya, especially. Somebody also said you should bring up a child you can take care of financially and mentally, which I agree. And then somebody's like, most of this called, her English was already bad. So I will just read verbatim what she's written. Most of these called child-free women are mothers to the dead. That is a comment that she left. And I'm like, hey,
Abortions.
what are you talking about, ma'am? And then finally somebody else said, y'all said everything we are all thinking and don't want to say or are too afraid because people can still comprehend. People can't
Comprehend.
still comprehend child-free adults. Another one said, I want children, but not a husband, which is okay. Like all these opinions here, we're like, it's okay for you to think how you want to think, but do not try to push a certain thing on people. Just it's okay to have an opinion, but just the way you deliver it is important. And it's important not to force on it. Like us, we're not forcing on it. Us talking about being child free is just showing that there's an option, and realizing that there are people who want to be child free and that it's okay.
Yeah, we are not advocating for people not to have children. For me, I'm just like, personally, me as Judy Njogu, forget as in this concept of mother-daughter, me as Judy Njogu, I support whatever someone feels is good for them. If you feel you don't want a child, I support that. I support you for that. If you feel you want to have 100 children, as long as you can bring them up and don't bring them to me, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because that's your opinion and you're entitled to it. So for people trying to project their insecurities and whatever they feel on a comment,
That's
also you're
crazy.
entitled to that, by the way, so it's all right.
Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
Just be careful with how you deliver it. So today's topic has actually been inspired with one of the questions that somebody had asked us. It was about how you become friends with your parents and how you set up boundaries. So, like, Mom, do you think we're friends?
We are friends with you, but not best friends.
We're not best friends.
No, we are not.
Eh?
No, we are not best friends,
Yeah,
please.
I thought I was your best friend.
No. We are not best friends.
Wow.
We are the greatest of friends.
Greatest of friends, but not best friends.
Yeah,
she's
because-
gaslighting me, guys. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, I am
Mani-
gaslighting her
that's
and
a-
I love her so much. I love Kate so much. Like she has the best part of my heart. She's my first love actually. But we are not best friends and we can't be best friends because the things I speak to a best friend, I have like 2 best friends. The things I speak to them,
You can't speak to me about.
Kate, you don't want to go there. You're not ready. So if you're my best friend and you know yourself and you know, like I'll speak to you about anything, the same thing I can speak to Kate
To
about.
me. Okay, but
Yeah.
so we are friends.
But we are very great friends.
Yeah, I think we are great friends.
Yeah, so there's a very thin line between best friends and anything else. You as my daughter, there's still that respect and there's still that boundary. There's some, especially about relationship matters. Probably you would speak to me as your mom and to just have my opinion, although I don't think I'm the best in giving up relationship advices, so I think you'd be coming to the wrong person. But I believe you'd still want my opinion on it and how I look at it. Then you choose what to take and not what to take. But for me, I cannot come to you for a relationship
Why not?
problem
Why not?
or my sexual problems. You understand? Like some things
Yeah, I
are.
would definitely not want to know
You
what's
see?
going on.
So a best friend is someone you can speak to about anything. Like there are no boundaries. The other day I was speaking to my best friend and she was asking me, one of my best friends, she was asking me, have I ever used a butt plug? And I'm thinking, I can't speak to Kate about it. You want to explore? You'll see like his face.
No. Yeah,
But
so-
I think you get the flow of what I'm talking about. I think for me, a best friend means someone I'll speak to uninhibitedly. Like I'll speak to you about anything. You know those deep, dark secrets you can actually share and someone tells you things and you're like,
But at
What,
least
yeah.
we have realized we can be friends. So I do believe parents and children
can be friends.
can be friends. But I think that it comes with so many things, and also think it depends with age.
Yeah.
Like with Rand, do you think you guys are friends?
Not so much. I think you are friends with Ran more than I am with him. He looks at me like, you're my mom. There's some things, like I will mention something and ask him about, do you have a girlfriend or Kale? And he's looking at me like, are you okay, mom? But the same thing, I would speak to Kate and she'll be comfortable. I think, as you're saying, it's the age group also. The age group really matters. But you can be friends, not best friends.
Yeah,
but you can be friends.
You can definitely be friends, but I think it's an age thing, because I know as a teenager, of course, I'd want my mom to be my friend, but then me wanting my mom to be my friend would be me wanting to get away with things, not really friendship as what it is, because once you set those boundaries as a parent, it's important, especially at a young age, to know, my mom will not accept this. I cannot do this and this.
But you can be friends with your parents in a way that, in case you've gone out there and someone has hurt you, like a boyfriend or someone, you can speak to them about it. You're free to speak to them about it. You see, like for me, when I was growing up, there's so many things I would have wanted to tell my parent because they are my guide. I believe they will protect me and they will advise me in the correct way. But I would not be free enough to go and tell them because of the repercussions, because I will always be found on the wrong. So lately, I've seen most parents have opened up that door of friendship to their children so that the children are able to speak up in case there is bullying, in case there is sexual violence, in case they are sick in a way that they can't speak, because you will go out there, especially when you're a teenager, you're experimenting, you get a venereal disease, you can't speak to your parent about it, so you stick with the disease and it affects you later on. You go and then maybe get pregnant, you can't speak to your parent, tell them this is what has happened, so you deal with the repercussions by yourself. But if your friends, if your parent has given you that chance of being like, you can always come and speak to me about anything that is affecting you as a child because you are still learning, I think that is what is needed. So there's you can be friends but not best friends. I think that is where we need to...
The problem is, so
Yes.
I guess it's also within the parenting style. If you have always been parenting with, fear, of course your child is never gonna feel okay to come and speak up.
Like for us, it was, like for me, it was fear. Like you just know your parent is coming in at a certain hour and you're already shivering and there's nothing wrong you've done. Because even if you go and say, oh, we had a fight with my neighbor, but this is what transpired, your parent will not even listen to you first. Ati, nasikia uli fight.
What did you do? Yeah.
Ulifanya nini? Pa, pa. So even next time, even if something wrong happens, you will not be able to tell
Yeah,
them.
you'll not feel safe.
You will not feel safe. You've not been given the safe space or environment to express yourself or how you feel. Nowadays, as much as I'm not friends with Ryan, I know there's something that will happen and he'll still be like, as much as my mom is tough, Ryan thinks I'm very tough. He'll still be able to come and tell me, Mom, can I speak to you about something? And don't judge me. He knows he has that space to come and there's an opening. There's a space he can still come and talk to me. And he's lucky because he has you. At least he'll talk to you or Hillary about some things that he cannot speak to me about. Now for us, we didn't even have aunties or friends of moms.
Snitch on you.
Because you'll go and tell them and they'll beat you first before your mom beats you. They will snitch on you. And not in a nice way. And of course your parent, unacho kichapo, I swear, Jesus. So I think, for me, I think it's very important for you to be friends with your child. Just know the boundaries. Let them know that they have a safe space with you. They can speak to you about almost anything, because at the end of the day, you are their leader, their protector. I mean, yeah.
So I'm guessing that because personally I thought, when you're younger or when you're a teenager, of course you need that, strong, authoritative person to keep you in check. But then I just realized you can't do that and also have an element of friendship, because I know most usually, like, you can't be friends with your child, but you can be a parent but have an element of friendship. This can come with the way you speak to your child and the things you decide to discuss with them. Then the friendship can actually flourish later on.
Yes, later on.
When you are older, because imagine I thought as a child, you can't have your parent as a friend. I just thought this is the law.
The rule.
This is the rule. This is the person who is, the last person you want to be friends with. But then now that I've gotten older, I've realized most of my age mates or most people are not friends with their parents. Are you friends with Shosh?
No, we're not.
You're definitely not.
She's trying to build it now, but I think it's a bit late.
It's not great. It's not great.
Yeah.
But I know there's still hope for other people to, become friends with their parents. And I think for us, it was that thing about boundaries. They're just unspoken boundaries. Like, we are definitely not gonna be talking about your sexual innuendos or me talking about
Not innuendos. Not
Clearly,
innuendos.
she's been doing things that I definitely do not want to know, and
Innuendos.
I don't think you want to know about those things. But I know there's some parents who would really speak such things.
There are parents who speak like that to their children. I know parents who sit with kids who are your age, like my age group, the ones who got kids earlier or even about that, and they'll speak about anything. I think me and Kate already have that one. We do not even, it doesn't even get there. There's already unspoken boundaries from the word go.
Yeah, there are definitely unspoken boundaries. And I also think another boundary that we have that's unspoken is realizing that you are an individual. Me coming to see Judy Njogu, not mom, there has to be that that sort of boundary, knowing that yes, that's your mom, but she's also an individual. She's also Judy Njogu. So of course she's not gonna want to spend all the time with me, and I'm not seeing her as a mom anymore. So I do not expect her to always constantly be there for me. She has her own life, she has things to do. So I can't be waiting for her to show up as usual as my mom was. We are trying to form a friendship. And also I think for you, the other boundary that was set was after I left, it's also realizing like she's grown now.
Yeah, she's
no
her
longer
own
like a
person.
child that I'm seeing her every day.
Yeah.
She's her own person.
You can tell I want to see her and she'll say no, and it's all right. But before adjusting to that, I'm still having trouble with that.
You're still having trouble
yeah, I'm
with
just like, kwa nini nakwambia ukujuka na rana utaki kukana eh? Oh, I have things to do. I have to adjust to so many things and realize that
I'm an
people are grown, and
individual,
she's kid at the end of the day, and she has her own life, and I have my life. Yeah, and we should even mixing the two. Like even when she's doing for me something, it's a favor. It's not a must.
Yeah, so realizing that trying to see your parent as an individual is also very important. Try to know them now. When you're older, and I'm speaking when you're older, guys, not when you're younger. When you're older, you start, who is Judy Njogu? Who is your mom without the mom tag, And that's what I usually tell mom when she's introducing herself. Right now, I don't want you to introduce yourself as Mama Kate. Just start, I'm Judy Njogu. I'm a real estate. I don't know what. And then the mother would think and come later on, because I'm still trying to know her. I think I'm still learning you, mom.
I think for me, I'm still unable to remove Mama Kate from Judy Njogu. For me, it's like a package. And especially in the internet space, most people know me as Mama Kate. So even when I meet guys, instead of telling me, hi, Judy Njogu, but recently I've seen a few people doing that. But earlier on, most people would be like, Mama Kate, Mama Kate. I'm like, I have a name. My name is Judy Njogu. But then I realized even when I'm introducing myself, I'll be like, hi guys, I'm Mama Kate. And many people have told you, can you try and say something else? Then I find myself, I'm Mama Ryan. And they're like, okay, can you remove Mama somebody? Just say, I am Judy Njogu. I'm a real estate agent. I love life. And that is what I've been trying to do.
Yeah,
Still trying to discover myself, though, by the way, which has come very late in life, but I'm loving it.
Yeah, I think also children need to be aware that their parents
are individuals,
and also be aware that sometimes the parents might not know who they are other than being a parent, because that has been such a big part of their life. They don't know how to detach that from themselves. You might be the one who's helping your parent realize who they are. As an individual,
Kate has really pushed that for me, and I'm discovering myself slowly by slowly, and I'm thinking I'm an awesome person. Actually, I'm actually a very awesome person, awesome friend, awesome. I can be an awesome girlfriend if I want to be. Like I'm that awesome person. Other than when I remove Mama Kate and Mama Ryan, when I remove the mother in me, I think I'm a very awesome person.
Yeah, so maybe
I'm still discovering.
Yeah, as you're being friends, you're actually helping your mom or your dad or whatever parent you have realize who they are other than being a parent. But of course, also when you're trying to form a friendship, I think it's important to kind of start on a clean slate. I don't think you can form friendships if you have some pent up resentment for your parent. I don't think it's possible.
It's hard.
How would you can't?
How do you start? Because for you to even speak to your parents about the things that you've gone through and being hurt, it's very hard. Like for me, I can speak to my mom. I really try. And anytime I try something small, it backfires on me. So I'm like, let sleeping dogs lie. Let it be like that. She'll never understand. She's not ready to understand. So let it be. So for me to even try to go to the next step of a friendship, as much as I say that even friendship with parents and children is very intentional. You have to be intentional. I have to be intentional. We have to find a balance. But the other person has to be willing.
Yeah.
If the other person is not willing, especially the older person, it's not gonna work, because it's easier to control a younger person. Like for me, if my mom changed and wanted to know and accepted and listened, probably that would be an opening. But if they're not ready for that, then I'm like,
they're
what's
so
the use?
rigid, yeah.
They're so rigid, they'll never change, so let it be as is.
Yeah. So, but this is for people who really want to and think they have a way to be friends with their parents. It's not. We're not trying to force it. If it's not possible, it's not possible.
Yeah.
Like mom is literally here as an example. She knows Ayezi and it's okay. So
Yeah, and it's okay. It's
yeah,
okay.
and it's okay.
It's
but
alright.
us, we had that opening, and starting a clean slate basically means looking at your, like I said, look at your parent as an individual, try to speak about past issues that happened and try to forgive in a way. Because for me, I think that's how it happened. I think I was able to speak to you about certain issues, about my childhood and things that, maybe I didn't see them right. And we were able to discuss them. And then I was like, oh, so you did this because of this and this, not because you hated me. Yeah. Or not because like you did not want me. Once we had that communication, I was like, oh, it's not how I thought things were.
At least we cleared things up.
Yeah, you start clearing things up, and you're on a path of understanding your mom or understanding your parent, and a path of understanding why your childhood was a certain way. It's not your parent hating you or not wanting you. It was just circumstances. I think that's what really brought up our friendship.
Our friendship, yeah, which is amazing. I'm actually happy about it and glad about it. That is what, as I say, my blessings. One of my blessings, actually.
Is
I count so many every day.
Our parents are already old enough. I think there's a way you guys are set in stone in some things that we cannot really come and start asking you to change, because it's really that's how you've been set. But I think there are also some things we can agree on. So I feel like if you're trying to build a friendship with your parent, look for things that they like. So find common ground, things that she's interested in, or you are going to have common ground in speaking about. Not like I'm telling mom that I don't think she's going to go and ask Shosh about LGBTQ and what her thoughts are in it. Because
funny enough, I think now I've realized when my mom went to the States, she's, there's more openness. There's so many things that she has been exposed to that she would not even have agreed on.
When she was here?
Yes. So I see sometimes the way she dresses, and she sent me a picture, I'm like,
is that you?
Pinch, expand. I'm like, that's mom. So even though she'll talk about some things once in a while, because I like listening to her telling me those stories, I'm like, she's accepting this. But it's because of her environment. Mm-hmm. Her environment has changed, and everybody, her age mates, the ones who invited her there, it's second nature to them. So for her, she'll start doing those things and accepting. Yeah. So probably right now she's more enlightened about even, she must have heard about LGBTQ and all that. So
it will be an easy conversation.
Probably right now it will be easier because of our environment.
Oh yeah, so but that's really a very interesting perspective. It seems when parents are taken to different environments, they are able to change. So I think actually parents are able to change one way or another. It just depends with the environment that they are in. But I'm like, for me, if you are not friends with my mom and I was trying to be friends with my mom, I'd be like, Mom, those chapos of yours, could you please show me how to make them? Because she likes making the chapos. That would be a point of speaking to each other and getting to know each other in a way.
An icebreaker.
An icebreaker. Yes, an icebreaker. But how do you think parents can let their parents know? No? How do you think parents can let their children feel more comfortable around them?
Engage them. Mm-hmm. Engage them. Talk to them. Ask them. It's both ways, actually. Find what they like. Talk to them about it. Ryan likes basketball. How was it? Like now he's been going training a place, and I'm like, you can check if this works for you or another one. And now he's like, oh, I actually like it. Oh, it's child's play. Then you can start from there. So how was the trainer? How was the kids? You get something that they like.
Oh, and then you engage and start asking them.
And I think it's for everybody. Even if I met you, if I'm meeting someone for the first time, I'll find out a bit about them and what they like, and I'll start there. Because everybody wants to speak about themselves. People love. There's that ego. They're like, you feel nice when you ask about your life.
You about,
Kate, your eyelashes are beautiful and your hair. So where do you get it done? Oh, Raphael. It starts a conversation. So you see, like, I have more interest in what you are about. So when you see that I have more interest in your life, you'll be able to open up a bit more, like explain to me, oh, this is how it looks, but this is how it is. So even for parents, any kind of friendship, especially even parents, just try and find out what your child likes. try and find out what your mom likes. Kama anapenda kale kachai, mwambie mom nifundishe ile kachai unapikanga aje. Even if you don't like it, just try and take it. Until hey, ile chai yako unapika chai siku gani, we speak about it. Try that. Yeah.
And I think also for children who are not around their parents as much, you need to keep in touch.
Yeah. Ask them how their life is, what they've been doing.
Call your parents.
Me and Kate speak every day.
Yeah, I was speaking to actually one of mom's friends. He's older, and also his children, I think all of them have left and they're not even in the country, some of them. And he was like, I don't think you guys understand how amazing we feel when you guys look for us, reach out to us and ask us, how are we doing? And just saying hi. Because, you know, you guys are, your children are like your whole lives, and all of a sudden, they just leave. It takes a lot of adjustment, and there's also a lot of loneliness. So as a child, we should try reach out to our parents, keep in touch, know how they're doing, so that you don't find people have died after 9 months. I'm referencing to our first first episode.
Yeah, it goes back. You see, that's why it's also important to be friends, not best friends, but friends with your parents, because your friends, you'll want to reach out and know how they're doing once in a while, not going for 2-3 months not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, and you're supposedly trying to form a friendship with your your parents. No friendship will survive without communication. You need to be communicating with your parent. Try. Even as a parent, try. Mtoto wako amenyamaza, excuse me? Like my mom's like, you've not called me today.
Nini?
What is this that you're doing that's so important?
Why are you feeling so important today?
Yeah, or even I'll call her, I'll be like, Mom, you did not miss me today. Yeah. Or I'll call her, I find her number busy. I'm like, who is this? You not even picked my call. Who is this that is more important than me? Yeah? Yeah, so also keep in touch. And I think for people even who are married and have children, don't let it be that the only time you are interacting with your parents is when,
and you need something.
When you need something, or it's a birthday, or it's a family meeting. That's when you are now interacting with your parents. You can't form a friendship like that, because at that time they're also still acting as a parent. They're not acting like as an individual. I feel like if we are coming for a family gathering, you are mom. This is mom. Mom is acting like a mom. Mom is going to do her mom roles right now. She's not going to be mom Judy Njogu. She's not going to be that. So I feel like you should try to meet your parents outside the house as well, and outside family gatherings. Because even if you're still interacting in the house all the time, it's going to be hard for your mother or your parent to drop that role of a parent. Because you're in the house. This is where you're used to acting as mother and child. How will you know? How do you drop it? It's gonna be hard. So at least go for dinners, like the way us were doing, mother-daughter dates that we've not done for a while actually. Pesa mom, pesa. Hakuna pesa. Yeah, but that is a way for me to, when we're doing mother-daughter dates, for me to know mom as an individual, for us to interact and talk about things that are not necessarily mother-daughter related. It's individual related. How is work? How is work going? She'll ask me how my work is going as well. How are you doing? Do you have a new boyfriend? Oh, I might actually, Sina. We broke up. Then I'd be like, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised, Those are ways for me to to know my mom, as an individual. But finally, mom, I feel like for young mothers, they'll be very confused on how to still be authoritative and still be a friend in a way. How do you double between that? Because I feel like if you're trying to be a friend, of course, you're trying to please your child as well.
Not necessarily. That's why I think people get confused. And that's what I'm saying. You have to get the balance. You're not pleasing this child that anything they say, you say yes. If you know it's wrong, you have to put your foot down and let it be. Let me give you a very silly example. Your child is coughing, but since you want to bembeleza them, you're like, oh, have ice cream. First of all, in itself is wrong, and you know it's wrong. So why are you doing it? Come on, kids. Come on. Yeah. So if you know once your child takes something very cold from the fridge, they get a cough and all, but since wanakohoa, you still want to give them because they like it, it's sweet. First of all, you have to know what is the correct thing. You as the parent, what is the best for your child? How is it going to affect this child after this point? And then you also have to realize that this child is yours and is living with you, and you're happy with whatever nonsense this child is doing and you're entertaining. But what about when they leave that door? So me as a parent, I have to find a way to bring up this child knowing that this is the correct thing to do, whether you're with me or you're without me. You have to like standard rules of bringing up your child. What is right? Actually, it all goes to what is right and what is wrong.
So basically, you do need to set the rules.
You do have to set the rules.
But I think also it depends with how you enforce the rules and how you kind of punish in a way, or
Yes.
tell your child they've done the wrong thing. How you go about it is what is going to set the difference between being like, authoritative and ruling with fear to, you're authoritative, but there's love and respect in how you're interacting with your child. So I'm guessing like if a child comes and breaks a glass
And they're throwing tantrums.
and they are screaming, and then of course you start screaming and you beat them and you you chase them, of course they know what they've done is wrong, but then now if anything ever goes wrong, they're never gonna come to you. How you react to your child misbehaving and how you talk
Punish
to them
them.
about it or punish them is what is gonna set the difference. So find a balance between that. But we're not asking you to change your parenting style. Just realize the type of parent you want to be and how you want your children to be and how you want to interact with the children later on. And also I think for parents, we need to be aware. It's very self-aware of ourselves. I don't think it's easy for like my mom to drop the being a mom as we are building our friendship. I don't think it's easy. Of course, I may tell her about a situation and she might feel as a mother she needs to give me some sort of advice, yet I've not asked for it.
Yeah. I'll
You
see
know?
your mom.
She's
She's give
still
her unwarranted advice.
she's still a mom. Also, it's upon me to tell her, mom, no.
I didn't ask.
I didn't
but you
ask
have to
for
find
that.
a way to tell me
I have
that.
to find a way to tell her. Like, mom, I know you care for me. You understand my situation and you want the best for me, but I don't think your advice right now is what I did. I don't need that.
As you're speaking about this, as you're speaking about this, I remember there is a video that was trending where the child was telling the mom, ati sijui unalalanga na sijui na mama ya nani, sijui nini. I don't know whether that was for friendship or best friendship or I don't know what, but I still think there are some boundaries that need to be there.
Yeah, there definitely need to be some boundaries. I think for that situation, for that video that you saw, is one of those trying to be friends with your child that goes wrong. Because you can try to be friends with your child, but you completely give up the role of being a parent. So you're trying to please them, you keep telling them about all the issues that you have, which is like you giving them trauma actually from your trauma. Like as much as, like I was saying, when I was younger, of course I'd want us to be friends, but I'd not want us to be friends to a point where you tell me about what you went through, because I'm not old enough to understand what was going.
Yeah.
So I'm here receiving this trauma and wondering what the hell was going on. But now that I'm older, and when you open up to me about the things that happened, I'm just like, you really went through it, mom.
Because right now you're able to understand and you're receptive.
Yeah, I understand. I'm receptive, and it also allows me to understand some of the decisions that you made when you were younger. Because when you're young, you're just like, how can you just do this? Judging and wondering what is going on. But now that I'm older, I'm more receptive. If you told me earlier, I wouldn't have understood either. I wouldn't have understood, and I would actually be traumatized at knowing that your mom went through all these things at such a young age. But now I understand everything. I'm like, now I understand my mom more. I understand Judy also, with the way she acts with her friends, how she, interacts with her friends. Like, I understand, I'm just like, wow, mom.
My friends know I'm crazy.
She's not crazy. I feel like, mom, let me tell you the point at which I've understood my mom. As a friend, I've realized that my moms basically did not have a good childhood, and you are forced to grow up when you had me at such an early age. So right now I feel like now you're more comfortable. You feel I'm okay, you feel Ran is okay, so you're able to be yourself and you're able to understand yourself. So I don't even usually see that you're crazy or react a funny way. I'm just like, wow. It actually makes me happy. Even for the people who watched the Watamu vlog that we posted, you will see Judy Jogo. You will not see Mama Kate. You will see Judy Jogo with that video.
Yeah, because I think I'm living my my young adult years now.
Yeah, this
is when I am, I think, between 20 and they're 29.
Yeah.
Like that is my age at the moment. Maybe I think I'm 26 because the things I'm doing, sometimes I'm like, damn, I'm living a good life. I'm living my life.
Yeah. Which I really enjoy seeing. Like, I really love seeing that. It makes me so happy. Now that I understand everything that has happened, I'm like, I get it, mother. I get
me
it.
cartwheeling, not me cartwheeling and dancing.
Yeah, but it's so nice to see your parent as an individual as well. It makes you appreciate them more. So if you're striving for friendship with your parents, try, speak to them. First of all, just speak to them about your childhood. If you do have anything that you don't like that happened, that is keeping you from forming that relationship. And after that, now you'll be able to form a friendship and get to know your parents more. And for parents, of course, you can be a parent, but also be a friend. Be available for your child and let them know that you are there for them in all circumstances. It's possible.
And with all this said and done, this is our perspective.
Yeah.
Me is Judy Njogu with my daughter Kate Kendi.
Yeah.
So what we are saying, it's you to take what you think works for you or not take. This is our opinion, our perspective on this.
Yeah, but we'd also love to know your opinions on
Yes,
being,
please share.
Friends with your child. Is it possible? Would you want to do it or not? It's okay. You just let us know your opinion so we can also get a different perspective on things. And that's it from us today.
Thank you so much for being here. This has been nice talk.
It's always so nice when we do these things. So make sure to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And make sure to follow us on the podcast platform that you are listening at. And don't forget to follow us on our individual platforms. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. It's Kate Kendi.
I need to get followers. I need to reach 10,000. So please,
Mom, you're actually at 7,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, YouTube, yeah. But on Instagram, I also need to reach 10,000.
Tell us yours.
Please, Judy_W_Njogu. And then on YouTube, I'm just Judy Njogu.
Yeah, so you can also get to know us as individuals because right now we are mother and daughter. We are here as mother and daughter. You can get to know us separately. So yeah, Kate Kendi, Judy Njogu. We'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.
Thank you.